viewers, welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. My name is Michelina Navatises and we're finding ourselves on the grounds of Coastal High School. Since it's Education Day today, as it is Thursday, but that will change soon. So just stay tuned so that you can see the changes that will take place soon. We'll be bringing you the news as per usual and some weather and tides. And today we'll be speaking to the principal of Awaseb Primary School based in DRC, who will be telling us about the 3 additional classrooms that were built last year, but also the challenges that they are facing right now as we speak. So stay tuned for the calendar day. We'll be right back. And for our news today, green hydrogen in the spotlight. A panel discussion on the issues, challenges and opportunities to develop green hydrogen in Namibia is hosted at the Scientific Society next week, when experts Dr. Detlof van Oorston, Jackie Scholz, 2 representatives of the Legal Assistance Center, and Robert McGregor discuss financial implications, energy and infrastructure issues, and legal requirements relating to the topic. Hydrogen is the most abundant chemical element on the planet. It is present in 75% of matter. However, we need find it alone, but in the company of other chemical elements such as oxygen forming water or carbon forming organic compounds. Humanity has long used it as a raw material in the chemical industry or metallurgy and as a fuel, but because it cannot be taken directly from nature in its pure state, it needs to manufacture it. And it is the very method that we use to obtain hydrogen that determines whether that hydrogen is a clean, sustainable fuel or not. When we talk about green hydrogen, we mean hydrogen that has been obtained without generating pollutant emissions. Example, sustainable hydrogen, a fuel that is already being presented as the key energy factor for achieving global decarbonization and fulfilling the commitments made for 2050 in the fight against climate change. However, nothing is without its drawbacks. Moving on to our second story, closing the cancer care gap. Now, more than ever, inequalities in healthcare have been highlighted due to especially COVID-19. The time to accept that coexistence with this pandemic and all other diseases, and thereby shifting our focus back to all-around quality healthcare is now. In order to achieve better health outcomes and move towards equitable healthcare, our health systems must function properly, and while the administration remains critical, our vulnerable communities, persons and minorities also need to be heard in order to achieve this goal. Let us close the care and support gap so that all cancer patients in Namibia will have better access to treatment, support, and cancer care on this World Cancer Day to be commemorated on Friday, which is tomorrow. Rolf Hansen, the CEO of CAN, emphasized. According to CAN, the Union for International Cancer Control, UICC, advises that more than 90% of cervical cancer mortality occurs in low and middle income countries. Moving on to our third and last story for today, the Roads Authority RA announced that booking for learner license testing commenced on Tuesday, 1st February 2022 at all NATO centers countrywide. Applicants will no longer be required to drop their applications in a box at the NATO centers, Corporate Communication Officer Constance Mulima said in a media release. The new booking system requires applicants to submit their application forms in person at the counters at relevant NATO centers. Thereafter, a test date and time of the next available slot will be provided to the applicant immediately. Mulima added that applicants must take along a certified copy of their ID and a $50 learner license application fee. Furthermore, applicants may download the learner license application form from the RA website www.ra.org.na. Applicants are reminded to ensure that they are allocated a slot for the test before leaving the NATA's premises. We again wish to appeal to all our clients to adhere to the set precautionary COVID-19 protocols at all times when visiting our offices, said Constance. And that was it for our news. And we are currently joined by Sheya Shimanya, who is the principal of John Awaseb Primary School. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm well. So we are standing in a brand new classroom. How do you feel that you got additional classrooms for the school?
Oh, very much. I'm delighted. I'm happy to have new classrooms, as we have been, for far too long without the classrooms, enough classrooms. And now that the classrooms are availed to us, it's a very good, move that the ministry has done for us. So we are basically happy to have the new classrooms.
All right. And how impactful will these classrooms be? How many learners can be accommodated in one classroom?
Okay, this is a normal classroom where we can accommodate up to 40 learners. You see, there's even a storeroom. It's spacious, yes. And then the teacher and the teacher can either sit in front or at the back. There's a notice board. Yeah, basically it's a normal classroom where we can accommodate 40 plus. 40 plus learners. Yes.
All right. And what other challenges is the school facing at the moment? One of them are the chairs, of course, the lack of chairs. What other challenges is the school facing at the moment?
Well, in general, the school faces a number of challenges, and one of them is that it's lack of office space. Okay. You see, the school is growing, and we have a very tiny staff room, and so let me say an admin block. It's quite tiny. It cannot accommodate all the staff members. Right. That's challenge number one. We also have a challenge of other facilities like libraries, laboratories. We want to implement also the school feeding program. There is no kitchen available for now. We also have a lack of the playground for the pre-primary. Yeah, it's also some of the challenges that we are facing. Other challenges are also the support staff, the cleaners. You see, the population is big. You talk of 1,120 learners, but you only have 2 cleaners. Yeah, to attend. It's quite difficult for them. At least if you can be availed with additional staff, support staff. Right. Yeah, basically those are some of the many challenges that we are facing.
All right. But other than to look on the bright side, what can we expect from Hanganeni? From Awaseb Primary School. What positivities can we look in with regards to maybe sport activities, athletics? What do you have up on the sleeve for the 2022 academic year?
For the 2022 academic year, we will closely follow the NSSU sports calendar. Yeah, we will actually, we keep them active. We participate. Yes. We take part in circuit, zonal, and if possible also national events that will be taking place. Yes, we will actively engage our learners into all the sports codes. They should participate.
All right. And just lastly, any general comment or messages you have for your staff at large, and just with regards to the parents and the learners?
To the parents, our most biggest stakeholders, important stakeholders, we would like to encourage them to send their learners to school on time and prepare them for school. So that the most important thing that we ask for the parents that we are here, we are waiting for them, and they are ready to impart our knowledge to our learners. So therefore, the most important message is that they should be sending to their learners to schools each and every day. They should avoid, absenteeism and keeping their learners at farms and elsewhere. So they should also come to school on a regular basis. They should not just be waiting for parent meetings. So any challenges, a genuine parent should come to the school and talk to the principal. So like we are in the shortage of chairs, we will be calling the grade 4 and 5 parents to come, and then we discuss how best we can address the shortage. So what we need for now is at least a chair for every learner. So, but then there will be an official communication to this effect. Right. To the teachers, I always have the message to say that we are servants. And then if one is a servant, he should be serving his nation accordingly. So they put more effort in spite of all these challenges. They should be emerging at least number one, and they put their learners
number one.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for chatting with us. Parents, they have heard it. Parental involvement is very important for schools to work together and make things flow easily. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're most welcome.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, my study tip is you need to read the things out loud and speak out loudly.
the weather report for today. For Walvis Bay, the sun will set 12 minutes to 8 and will rise 16 minutes to 7 on Friday. Walvis Bay will experience a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius predicted for Friday. A southwest wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. For Swakopmund, the sun will set 12 minutes to 8 and will rise 16 minutes to 7 on Friday. Swakopmund will experience a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius predicted for Friday. A southwest wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. For Henties Bay, the sun will set 12 minutes to 8 and will rise 14 minutes to 7 on Friday. Henties Bay will experience a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius predicted on Friday. A south wind will prevail with a speed of 11 kilometers per hour. For Arandis, the sun will set 14 minutes to 8 and will rise 17 minutes to 7 on Friday. Arandis will experience a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 17 and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius predicted for Friday. A southwest wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. For Usakos, the sun will set 17 minutes to 8 and will rise 19 minutes to 7 on Friday. Usakos will experience a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 17 and a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius predicted for Friday. A south-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 9 kilometers per hour. For Karibub, the sun will set 18 minutes to 8 and will rise 20 minutes to 7 on Friday. Karibub will experience a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius predicted for Friday. A north-northwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 9 kilometers per hour. And last but not least, for Omaruru, the sun will set 19 minutes to 8 and will rise 20 minutes to 7 on Friday. Omaruru will experience a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 17 and a maximum of 34 degrees Celsius predicted for Friday. A north wind will prevail with a speed of 9 kilometers per hour. And that was it for your weather report. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of our lovely episode for today. But fear not, you'll be seeing us tomorrow again. If you'd like to read the stories I read today and many more, please don't hesitate to visit our website, which is www.erongo.com.na. I repeat, www.erongo.com.na. And if you'd like to check out our online TV channel, visit it at oneup2.com. I repeat, oneup2.com. And if you'd like to share news with us, we have a new email, which is newstubs@erongo.com.na. newstubs@erongo.com.na. And if you'd like to send more videos and more news with us, you can contact us on our WhatsApp and Telegram number, which is 0811 7040. I repeat, 0811 7040. For myself and I, it was a lovely show for today. We'll talk again next time. Bye.